Alright, welcome back to Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. This is going to be the second part of the final wrap-up and the Platinum Trophy for this game. So we're going to do this the same way we did the previous episode, and we're just going to collect everything that we've missed, and I'm just going to talk while we do it. Again, this is not a guide, and it's not intended to be a guide, but that being said, if I did help you find something, then cool, but that wasn't the intention of this video. I just like to show all of my trophies as I get them, and I get a lot of trophies in this episode. I get, let me see if
warriors left this.
I have it all written down.
As a hideout in their battle against the Empire.
I get 8 trophies in this episode, so buckle up. And this was one I had to look up. I would have never found this on my own. I was running around everywhere looking for this thing. I think this was... Oh no, I still have a ton to do in Kashyyyk, but for this area, I think this was everything. And then I start going down the path to the tree. Yeah, because here I was deciding on if I should go to Kielstad Falls or Overgrown Pass, and I did end up going Overgrown Pass because it leads into Kielstad Falls, whereas if you go straight to Kielstad Falls, you can't get to Overgrown Pass. So, and I needed something in it. I was missing an exploration bit in Overgrown Pass, so I needed to go that way. So I was still just deciding here, trying to figure that out, and then I finally came to the conclusion, and we jumped there. So here, you're just going to go up this little wall, and there is a... Yeah, right here. You have to pull this rope down so you can swing over to that cave. Well, it's not really a cave, it's like a piece of... inside a piece of wood, I don't know.
Wookiee used these to watch the Empire enslave their people.
Still yawning. Doing this literally right after the first part. And it's late, but you know, I'm just trying to get it done. So that was all we needed for this area. And Kielstad Falls, there's only a chest, I think, that I needed to get, which is right here. Which is just, it was just off to the side. There's these platforms that stick out.
Hey, look in here. Of course you found something.
Yep, that was it for that area too. I don't know why I didn't cut this out here at all. I tried to cut out just like bits where I was just running to get to the next area, because I don't know, just like I said, I'm doing this commentary after the fact, so it's already hard enough for me to think about things to discuss and talk about, but
Toss me one, BD.
I don't know if I was trying to shoot this rocket back at this stormtrooper up here, but it wasn't working. It was irritating me. But I didn't have any force there, so I had to wait for it to recharge. I finally got it there. We do get that trophy real soon here. We actually get it. There's 3 rocket launcher stormtroopers up here. Like literally they're shooting rockets at me right now. And it's not right here where I get it, but I farm them a little bit and I get it here. Because you can get 3 at a time, so it's real easy to get that.
That hit the spot.
down. There's a couple chests in this water here. Well, there's one chest in the water, and then the other chest, you have to swim in the water to get to it, but... Well, there's actually two chests that you have to swim in the water to get to, but I had already gotten the one. But the one under the water I couldn't get the first time I was here. Actually, that's not... Yeah, I couldn't get it. I didn't have the underwater breather yet. But it's right there. And then the other one is off to the left of Cal right now.
What'd you find?
Which, this is another instance of me kind of splicing a bit together, because I had left the area because I knew I had still needed one more chest, but I couldn't find it, and I figured I would just farm these stormtroopers up. So that's what I was going to do here, but I end up just I actually get a trophy right here. So I get the final skill upgrade and get Feel the Force. So that's our first trophy of the episode. And then I go get the next chest right here. But actually what I did in real time was I went back up the zip line and farmed the stormtroopers to get that trophy. But I spliced this in here, so this would kind of just be cohesively in line with getting all the stuff for this area. So we grab this chest, and then we'll get the trophy right here called Big Bang.
What is it?
For, I think it's 20, killing 20 enemies with explosives. 20 or 25, I'm not sure. But there it is, Big Bang. So then our next area, we got everything in Gloomroot Hollow just in our playthrough. So we just had to get through to Origin Lake. So I just sprinted through there, got to Origin Lake. And there's a couple chests underwater here. We don't get like any more trophies almost until towards the end of this episode. But like the last 6 trophies are all like in the last 10 minutes. It's pretty wild. I think. Don't quote me on that, but we don't get any more in Kashyyyk. And we still have to get all the way to the very top of the tree. So we still have a little bit of ways to go for Kashyyyk. Like that, like I don't understand what Cal does there. Like I was trying to climb the wall and he was like, I don't know, like acting like a dead fish in the water, like flopping over. It was weird. He does that a lot. It's just strange. If I recall, I wasn't sure where the last thing was, the secret. But you have to swim underneath the thing. It's actually the area that you are given the breather for. You have to swim underneath. And you climb that wall, and then you turn around 180 degrees and jump back onto that little bouncy plant thing, and it gets you up here to get the second to last stim. Right? I think that was 9. Yeah.
Can I get stim BD1?
So again, Shadowlands, we didn't need anything there, so we just had to make our way up to the deserted village. The desert village, yeah, desert on a tree, sure. So anyway, I didn't kill him. Okay. So anyway, you just have to jump down off to the side over here, and there's a chest hanging out at the end of this little mudslide.
Check it out. Oh, you found something.
Another echo.
For
Which,
generations, the Wookiees made a
it's
pilgrimage
weird
to
because
the
I had
top.
already gotten the
Tree.
trophy for collecting, I think, like 75 echoes. But a lot of the times you'll have, for the areas, you'll have, it'll say like whatever percentage explored, it's not 100%. And most likely it's an echo somewhere that you haven't picked up, and that area gets counted as unexplored. So it's weird. It's so hard to jump off this little dangling log here. I could not figure out how to jump backwards. He, like, holding down and jumping didn't do it. It was weird. So I had to, like, drop off the thing, like, tap circle, and then jump. And he did, like, a backflip off of it. I don't know, it was weird.
What you got there?
So the last thing for this area is back here. It's the feather from the big bird.
This bird might be the last of its kind.
It almost looks like a dragonfly wing or something, like a insect wing. It's weird. It doesn't look like a feather. So that was it. There was nothing else left up top. So the next planet we go to is Elam. Elam, I think that's how you say it. The one with the Jedi temple.
This whole journey has put a lot of...
The first thing was right here. I never went over here. I could have gotten this the first time I was here. I just never went this way. It's always weird, like, recording video and uploading it, because I always feel like I have to, like, and I know I don't, but it's just how I feel. Like, I feel like I have to rush through the game to get it done, because I can always just, like, go back and collect things afterwards. But, like, back when, before I would record videos for YouTube, I would just, like, play the game and just take my time. I wouldn't, like, try to be efficient or fast or anything. And it's so funny, like, I platinumed games pretty regularly back then, but, like, the amount of games I've platinumed in the past couple months is crazy. Like, I don't know, it's just wild. Even my friend's been like, my one friend was like, "You're insane." He's like, "I swear every day I look, you've platinumed a new game." And I'm like, I don't know, man. It's just, this is what I do. And, like, I don't even play that much. Like, I have, like, maybe 2 to 3 hours that I can play a day, if that. So, I don't know. I managed to get it done, I guess. I think we have a trophy coming up here. I'm pretty sure we do. Yes, we do. So it wasn't too far off.
I remember the
We're almost in the last 10 minutes of the video. So here I get the trophy, Don't Mess with BD1, and I'm basically trying to kite these two stormtroopers around because, of course, I have that stupid flying droid. But I'm trying to kite these two around because I just want to damage the security droid because I want to be able to hack him so that BD1 can... So BD1 can hack him and then he'll kill an enemy for me because that's a trophy. So yeah, I just was having to run around and get hits on the security guard. It was kind of a pain. But once I got the prompt, I did it and BD1 hacked him, and then the security guard just uppercuts this dude. It's awesome. Or security guard, security droid. So there it is, don't mess with BD1, and then I just killed the droid because I didn't need it. So anyway, once we did that, we originally came back here because there was a, I think it's a Force Essence that is back here. You just have to follow the path. It's quite a long path. Quite a long path. And slide down this little ice chute, run across the wall, jump across the gap, and force push the thing down, and it's right there.
Be mindful of your emotions, young one.
Yeah, I believe that's the final maximum life increase. So anyway, once you did that, climbing back up just leads you right back to the meditation point that we started at originally. So this is literally just the opposite side of where that security droid and those two stormtroopers were. There's a chest in here, and that's really it. There's a bunch of enemies too, so you gotta kill all of them before you get the chest, because the chest you have to cut, because it's a slice one.
What would I do without you?
Or, I don't know if slicing actually means cutting. I assume the droid's like, or BD1's like hacking it or whatever. I don't know if slice is like a cool lingo for that or something. I don't know. So anyway, we're gonna run back this way, and we're just gonna climb up down this little wall over here because there is a Force Echo down below.
A youngling dropped this during your test. She was so scared of failing. Brings back some memories.
Alright, and in this little pool of water here, you want to jump in the outer ring of water. There's a chest in here. And then I believe that is it for... Well, that's not true. It's it for this cave area, at least. I don't know what I was doing right there. Probably yelling at one of my children. Who knows? Yeah, this is the final thing. This is in the Imperial Trench, I think it's called, section of Elam. And there's just a chest in here.
Want to look inside? Of course you found something.
And then it just leads you right back around. This door opens up the shortcut, as it's called. Not really a shortcut, because there's no real reason to go this way other than to get the chest. Like, I don't know. But I believe that is it. I think we go to Dathomir next. Yep. Dathomir, oh my god. I think Dathomir was worse as far as running around than Zepho was when it came to like traversing, and it was horrible. So anyway, this very first thing you'll see here, for Strangled Cliffs, I have everything explored. I have the secret. But Upper Strangled Cliffs, I have both chests, but it's only 91% explored. And I was running around everywhere. I was so confused. And this area is actually just Strangled Cliffs. But as soon as I jumped across here into the Upper Strangled Cliffs, it counted as explored 100%. So I don't know if I've just never walked on that area. I don't know why that area felt it needed me to walk on it, but once I did that, I got 100% explored, so I don't know. It was very odd. So this whole section leads to the final stim crate. It's just a long path that leads around, and there's a couple enemies. There's actually one of the legendary bosses or legendary beasts, whatever, in this path, which we passed it already because I had killed that thing already, but I didn't go all the way down this way because when I had gone this way initially in my playthrough, I died and I just didn't come back to it. I was just like, whatever, and I just went into the place to get the whatever we came here for, the holocron thing or whatever.
Thanks, bud. Come on out, buddy.
There's another chest up here.
Hey, look in here. You never fail.
And then we just have to make our way up around. The final thing in the stim canister chest is right around the corner up here. Or up this wall, whatever. Up the wall, then around the corner. It's just funny that I get max stim canisters and I don't even need them anymore. Like, the game's over. I'm just running around collecting things, hardly fighting anymore because I'm maxed out. So it's just funny. But hey, it gives me the trophy called Medical Droid. Okay, so I had briefly changed this episode because obviously I had changed the first part, and if you watch that one you will see at the end that I kind of have a little bit of a different commentary. I recorded that commentary at a different time of the original commentary because I ended up changing the way the episode ended with how I do my trophy splices, and I did the same for this one obviously because this one will have the platinum trophy and the trophy I got in order to get the platinum trophy. So I'm not going to go into a whole explanation really about that again. Maybe I will. I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, I need to redo the last bit of this again because it just didn't really make a whole lot of sense with what I was talking about before. So, what are we doing here? Yeah, so this is the part where you're climbing the cliffside and that giant bat Gorgara thing comes and attacks you, so you can't actually make it to the top of this. So when you do come back after the game is over, you can climb all the way up to the top here. And originally I ran to the right and went all the way back down. I did not run through the doorway, which I should have done first because there are 2 things in here for me to get. And the first one is this. It's full exploration, a galaxy far, far away. And I was just kind of meandering here, taking my time because I didn't want to have a double trophy pop situation, which now that I have a cool little thing to, it doesn't matter if that happens, you know, that's cool. But anyway, so here is the final chest as well. So that will get us collector. And now I just kind of like splice this in here. So in the next clip, you'll see that I pick up a couple more things, even though like technically I just got the 2 trophies for collecting everything and exploring everything. But it's just because the way I did this, when I went down, there's no way to get back up. So I had to literally loop all the way back around and climb all the way back up. So instead of doing that and having that clip after the fact, I just kind of spliced it in there like it looked like I went in the door first. So that's kind of why it looks like this. But I did collect everything and it's 100% explored. So, and in order to get the 100% exploration, I had to literally jump all the way down all these ledges to the very bottom. And once you drop down there, you can't get back up. So don't do that first. If you're like me, definitely make sure you go in that doorway first, because otherwise you'll have to run all the way back around and climb all the way back up from the very bottom pit where you first fight that bat. So just keep that in your brain. Now this, I missed a couple of the Cordova encrypted logs. So this is the one of the ones I missed that's on Bogano. So I ran back and grabbed that. And then I missed another one on Zepho, right? Yeah, on Zepho. And that was inside the tomb of Mithril, however you say that. So that got me data disk, and then all I had left was the not so fast trophy, which you just have to kill enemies while they're under the effect of the empowered slow, which is pretty simple to do. I just like this area because there's a bunch of stormtroopers. So anyway, you'll see I have the 2 trophy clips here. The top corner is going to change to the platinum, and it'll have the platinum noise, and nothing else changes. So it's really cool. It's a nice little effect I can do now, and I'm pretty happy with it. So if you like this video, let me know, and I hope to see you in another video of mine. Have a good one.